Alright, y'all, it's been a while. I always say that when I come in, I don't be consistently making videos. But I got a special one for y'all today, a 4th of July special, if you will. By the way, happy 4th of July to all y'all out there. And today, I'm doing the ranking of Child's Play franchise. My main man, Chucky. Now, to start this off, like I start off all videos, this is my personal list, my personal choice. Like and subscribe, comment in the comments about how you feel about the list or whatever you may be thinking. But without further ado, we're finna kick this off. And like y'all know, I don't be writing no 1,000-page script or nothing like that. I just do what I do, freestyle, freelance. That's how I like to get in, get out. I look at my notes here and there to check them out, see if I gotta look at something, fact check, whatever. I'm getting a little better at it. I gotta keep moving. So I'm gonna start the list off without further ado. We're gonna start with 8, because it's 8 movies in this. Let me back it up, my bad. It's 8 movies in this Child's Play franchise and a remake. It's a series coming out. It's slated to come out later this year or next year, and we'll see how that look. Hopefully some of the main cast members from the movies be in it. But we're gonna kick this list off with number 8. And I'm sorry to do this, no disrespect to none of the actors or none of the hard work that was put into it, but I watched it just because it's Chucky. And the fact that it was Mark Hamill's voice as Chucky instead of Brad Dourif, I didn't mind because he a great Joker, but it just was like, no, that's not my Chucky. And I got this at number 8, which is the remake. I don't know none of the cast members. I don't know the little Andy. I don't know the mom. I don't got none of them because I watched this just to watch it. I didn't care for it. I didn't come in with a big hope of it replacing or being great. I watched it hoping it was good. It was okay at best. Moving on. Number 7 on the list, Seed of Chucky. Now, Seed of Chucky, the thing about this movie that people hate about it is Glenn, which is played by Billy Boyd. It got like all franchises, for most franchises, it's gonna be a man or woman who carry it, like Robert Englund in Nightmare on Elm Street or whatnot. This is Brad Dourif's franchise, the voice of Chucky. I might mention him a lot, obviously, because he's the star, but when I bring up some of the main characters or focus of the movie, just know Brad Dourif is Chucky voice in every movie if I don't get to it. But yeah, it got him in it, and Jennifer Tilly. She's played by, Tiffany, actually. Her real name is Jennifer Tilly. She do some meta in these movies where she herself and Jennifer, but she's basically damn near iconic as Chucky at this point. And they carry the movie with Billy Boyd as their son, Glenn. The movie got some nice little kills. It's goofy, campy. It got Chucky at a little higher sexual rate in this one. They have a doll sex scene that's just not necessary. He beating his meat. I don't even know if I could say that, but yeah, it's just some stuff that just didn't need to be in a Chucky movie. That's why it's ranked where I got it ranked. It would be last if the remake never came out, but the remake is the remake, and that's always gonna be last to me. And it's damn near a worse movie than that, but since it's the real version of the franchise, it gets the 7th slate. Moving on, we go on to Colt. Now, Colt the Chucky, I had high hopes for this because the previous one with Cursa Chucky brought it back to its roots, scary. It was like you don't know if he moving or not. Is it the dial? And I felt real good about that one. So when Colt was announced to come back to Netflix, I was like, cool. I don't know if it came out to Netflix instantly or straight to DVD, but when it came out, I was, you know what I'm saying, pumped. And it all obviously, Colt, let me look at my notes real quick. Colt, it got, this could have been viewed as nepotism. It got, Brad Dourif's daughter in it as the main character, Fiona Dourif. And you thinking he's such iconic character in the franchise, they just giving his daughter a role just as a token character or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, she do her thing in this. And it's more multiple characters in Colt, but Nika is basically Brad Dourif's daughter, and she a hell of an actor and a hell of a addition to the franchise. And I don't care about nobody else in the movie. She carry it. She do her thing. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer Tilly makes an appearance as herself to deliver news. This is a good movie, and I like everything about it, but you on the list for a reason where you at, and that's strictly because, like I say all the time, it's movies in this franchise that are far more superior. Moving on, we got at the number 5 spot, we got Child's Play 3. And Child's Play 3 got, obviously, Brad Dourif as Chucky. It got a bunch of other people who are irrelevant. I know they got, I think Steve is his name. He's like the drill sergeant. This got Andy Barkley in it again. But Andy is older in this one. It's like a 7, 8, 10-year gap from part 2 to 3. So Andy go from like the 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old kid to like a 17-year-old kid. And let me look at the notes again. He's played by Justin Whalen is Andy Barkley in this, and Jeremy Silvers is Tyler. He's another, like, one of the main characters in this movie. Sorry about that noise. He another main character in this movie. Nice little black kid. He get like a lot of hate in the future, you know what I'm saying, after this role, because they thought he was a little bratty or whatnot. But he just an innocent kid in this movie, and Chucky come up with the plan that since I got a new body or whatnot, I don't need Andy Barkley no more to be the first person I tell my secret to, which is all the voodoo ritual. You tell your secret to the first person, that's who you got to possess with. So he devised a plan of just taking over Tyler's body, who's younger, instead of going after Andy. And Andy trying to thwart him throughout the movie. The movie not bad, but when you came from 1 to 2 to this one, it was like, okay, y'all running out of ideas. That's why they took a break before they came back. Moving on. We got, at the number 4 spot, we got Cursa Chucky. Now, with Curse, I said this a little earlier when I was talking about Coke, because these two are basically mixed in between each other like a back-to-back type of thing. And Coke, to me, get back to part 1 Chucky. Like, we know who he is. We know he gonna come alive eventually. It's a Chucky movie. But it keeps the suspense. He don't come alive until like part 1, like 50, an hour into the movie. All movie, he not even crazy or like doing dastardly decisions or traps to kill people or, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff. He just chilling, peeping the scene out, seeing who the wink links is and who to pick off. It's a little kid in there that he kind of like talk to reveal itself to, like he always do, but she don't even tell the grown-ups, and it's nothing major until the plot start happening. And this got Fiona Dourif as her acting debut. Like I said earlier, this is where people thought it was like, wow, they giving his daughter a role, but she kill it. She's a hydro, I don't even want to try to say the word. She in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? She wheelchair bound from an incident that happened at her mom's birth. When her mom was pregnant with her, Chucky, the man, he even make an appearance in this. The character that he played, Charles Lee Ray, which is Brad Dourif, he make an appearance in the movie as Charles Lee Ray. He know the family of Nika and them, and he killed her father because he wanted her mother to be his lover. So he come up with a elaborate plan to kidnap her or whatnot, and he stabbed her in the stomach, which caused her daughter to be born not being able to walk. It was a birth effect from what Chucky did, which is Charles Lee Ray. And they show the whole scene from the abduction, the killing, to where he ran into the toy store that he put his body into Chucky. They show that whole little scene in its entirety. It's pretty slick. The movie good. I thought Nika, she carried her weight, she carried the role, and she, you know what I'm saying, she part of the franchise now. She bad, she a bad bitch. I like her. Moving on. Number 3, this right here is just like iconic after iconic after iconic, all 3 of these movies. But number 3, which is number 1 on a lot of people's list, is Child's Play 1. This, in 1988, what sparked the franchise. It starts Alex Vincent. This is the original OG Andy Barkley, the kid Barkley. He came back to revive his role in Cursa Chucky, and I think he's gonna be in the series. But Andy Barkley as a kid in this, innocent, nice little kid. He got a lot of toys and shit if you look in his house, to be 100, but he really cared nothing about none of that. All he wanted is a good guy doll. His mom in the movie, let me look her up. is Katherine Hicks, which is Karen Barkley. She a single mother. She work at a retail store, Target type of store. You know what I'm saying? She work in the retail. She try her hardest to, you know what I'm saying, satisfy her son. They never mentioned what happened to his father. I think his father died. Natural causes or whatever. It's not even a big plot or story in it, but she's a good mother. She try her hardest to satisfy Andy. Now the movie opened up on his birthday. I think he making a breakfast, burning the toast, butter all over the burnt toast, over flooding the orange juice. You know what I'm saying? He got the good guy outfit on, the good guy cereal. You telling this good guy damn Dal is somebody important in his life. But it's a cute little scene. Me and Andy ain't that far from the same age, even at this time. I was about the same age as the main character, Alex Vincent, which is Andy. So the movie cool. When he get the good guy Dal, I'm thinking I was more into action figures, but I had a few good guy type of toys and clowns I used to wrestle with like I was a WWE, so I understood it. Because when he take the good guy Dal to school, you like, God damn, that Dal big ass head. Chucky big as him. So anyways, Chucky's, you know what I'm saying, he devising plans throughout the movie to get Andy to, you know what I'm saying, get him to certain, because he a Dal in heart. He a Dal. He can't move and, you know, finesse his way through the city free willingly. He also new to the Dal world. Later in the movies, he get excellent at disguising himself, turning into a Dal, knowing how to move around the humans in the human world. But this is his also first rookie experience is how to get around. So the first movie, he ain't willing and dealing like that. He making Andy take him to, I think Daniel's computer is his accomplice the night he got killed. The cop who killed him, let me look at the notes real quick. Damn, where's his name? Christopher Sandoval, which is Mike Norris. Iconic. He never came back. I don't know why. He was a great detective. But yeah, he the one who hunting Charles Lee Ray down. So when this murder started happening, it started looking suspicious like Andy could have did it. He instantly blamed the Dal because Chucky been talking to him, telling him stuff. He talking about, you know what I'm saying, the nanny who was watching Andy the night where he first came alive on screen. He like, that bitch deserved it, you know what I'm saying? And like, he just telling Andy all kind of evil stuff. So Andy like, Aunt Maggie is a evil bitch and she got what she deserved. And Andy mama like, boy, what you talking about? What's gotten into you? You going a little crazy. She a little skeptical about the boy. And then at the end of the night, she outside his door listening to what he's saying. He talking to Chucky. Chucky just looking like, boy, I know your mama outside the door. I'm a grown-up. You a kid. I ain't finna talk right now. Chucky just looking at him. He's like, Chucky, no one believes me. Woo-woo. Kind of like, they want you to believe in this time frame. Could the Dal be doing it? Or is this little boy some kind of like the stepchild? Or, you know what I'm saying, one of them crazy kids, problem child? It's a mystery at this point. Until, the iconic meme scene happened, because Chucky moving and willing and dealing, like I said earlier, he moving and grooving throughout the movie, but he making Andy take him to the crime scenes to frame him in a way and to make him get him around. I'm looking at this like, how the fuck are they letting this little ass boy on a train with a Dal through Chicago? I don't care. Get past that, it's a movie. So once the detectives take Andy away from Andy mom, Katherine Barkley, she started tripping like, I done lost my son over this. This shit starting to affect life for real. So she pick up the Dal like, I love my son. Let me give him one last benefit of the doubt. She look at the Dal. The Dal had been operating for like a week or two. No batteries. So she like, oh son, this wasn't capped. This could be true. So she like, alright, fuck this shit. If I'm crazy, I'm crazy. But I'm finna find out what the fuck this is. She picked Chucky up like, fam, I ain't finna say it in the TV dialogue. I'm finna say it how I'm interpreting it. Listen here, little nigga. Some crazy shit been happening. I don't know if you responsible for this or not, but I'm finna throw your ass in the fire. And if you real, you finna feel that. And that's when Chucky come alive. He go crazy. You fucking bitch. You fucking slut. I'ma teach you not to fuck with me. And his animated face compared to his Dal face is different. Because the voodoo priest who taught him all his rituals told him, the more you in the body, the more human you turn. So throughout the movie, he looking more and more human. But Chucky beast up on the bitch, bite her. Listen, jump under the jump out of her arms, jump under the bed, jump under the couch. He finessing, like, my secret out. I'm just finna try to kill you now. So she doing stupid shit like looking under couches, getting to eye level with the little nigga, like, stay above ground. So anyways, Chucky come out, she's trying to hit him with stuff, throw him stuff at him. He sneak out the crib, he fast, woo woo woo. He dip out, go through the elevator. He out of there. She go to the detective like, fam, yeah, son, my son wasn't lying. Chucky attacked me. He looked, my arm, bit the hell out of it. Detective Norris like, bitch, what's wrong with you? No, yeah, we doing the right thing with you. We gonna have to watch you and your son away from you. You crazy. He ain't buying it. He know he killed Charles Lee Ray, but he ain't buying the doll stuff. So, she go looking for the dude she bought the doll from, some junky ass, hype ass dude. She go to the prostitute alley ghetto, basically black area, and dude like, no, I ain't got the doll and I ain't got no information. But what I do got for you is this rape dick. He trying to rape her. So then the detective came out of nowhere, saved the day, Superman type shit. Like, you shouldn't be going to no dark alleys looking for no crackhead little peddling dealers. He like, yeah, but I've skipped over a part. He came looking for her because Chucky tried to kill him. Because when Charles Lee Ray died, he said, I'm coming to get you and Caputo. Y'all on my hit list. So when Norris, after he met with Andy Barkley's mom and told her fuck off, that's when Chucky attacked him. So now he know she ain't tripping. He find her after the rape scene. They go to the crib. Then I went way far with the synopsis. Ain't about that. Yeah, this is it. Okay, Chucky died at the end. Just know that. Andy and them saved the day. This wasn't even about the synopsis. This is about the list. Sorry. Number 2. I might do the same thing with this movie because I can go on and on about it. And it's Bride of Chucky. Now, this right here, it saved grace for me. Because like I always say in the franchise, I don't care if it's Aliens, Predator, Avengers, Freddy, horror, you going to have a bad movie. Harry Potter, I don't care what it is. It's going to be a bad movie or maybe a trash-ass, terrible movie. But you're going to have bad ones. So after 3 stay in the franchise, even though I like it, they said we got to come hard, make Chucky scared. We might even need a sidekick for him because he ain't hitting like that no more. So that's where Jennifer Tilly pops up as Tiffany. She is Charles Lee Ray lover before he was, you know what I'm saying, turned into Chucky. She didn't care about the Lakewood strangler gimmick. She into like bad boy gothic killer. So she was in love with Chucky, but she's a bad bitch. He probably just wanted her for sex. Whatever the case may be, they lovers. So after he got chopped up in part 3, Jennifer go on a little witch hunt to find all his remains, to try to stitch the piece up, to do voodoo for dummies, to try to see if she can revive Chucky in the spirit he last died in. She into like gothic, voodoo. She Chucky's chick. She got to be some kind of weird chick. So she got this little fake ass killer boy. He fake like he doing crime scenes and, you know what I'm saying, knowing damn well he don't know nothing. So she figure him out because he sent pictures of a crime scene he supposed to did. She realized, boy, that's you. I know your tattoos. I know your piercings. Boy, you ain't no killer. I used to date Chucky. You remember him? He like the Lakewood slasher? Woo woo. I keep saying slasher, strangler. He didn't slash people. That's Freddy. He strangled motherfuckers. Anyways, she like, yeah. He used to be real jealous when he seen me with another man. She started saying this because after she did the voodoo ritual to revive Chucky, the movie started off with her reviving him, giving him his body back, stitching him together. That's why he got that kind of stitches look. So after she did the voodoo for dummy ritual, it didn't work. So she thought. Until when her little fake boyfriend came over, she realized Chucky the doll wasn't in the proper spot that she left him at. So she started giving a backstory about her and Chucky life. That's when the doll appeared. She started doing a little striptease. Jennifer Tilly's so fucking sexy. She started doing a little striptease, woo woo. Then she handcuffed the boy to the bed on some freaky deaky type stuff. So that's when Chucky came out of nowhere with the pillow. First, I think he ripped the dude, had like an ear piercing connect to his mouth to his nose. You know how them gothics do. No disrespect to them. That's their thing. But Chucky ripped that off. Blood started spilling. So he started yelling and stuff. Chucky put the pillow over him and sat on him. You know what I'm saying? Because Chucky got strength of a grown man. It's a doll. He can't run like a fucking sprinter, but he still got strength and speed like he a normal human. He done learn from being in the body. He done learn voodoo rituals. He done got better in his body. Because you will be thinking, I don't care if a doll on you or not if you handcuff down. If you move around enough, the doll will fall over. But the problem is Chucky still weigh like a grown man. Sometimes that's iffy. Sometimes he got grown man strength. Sometimes he a doll. Sometimes he bleed. Sometimes you shoot him, stuffing come out like a doll. So they inconsistent with that. But whatever, roll with it. It's Chucky. So, you know what I'm saying? They go on a fucking rampage. They killing the whole city. It's like a Jade. It got John Ritter in this as Chief Warren. It got Katherine Hicks as Jade. And it got what's her boyfriend? Nick Stable as Jesse. They like some gullible high school lovers who trying to get into a relationship. Jennifer Tilly put them on a mission to go get the heart of Umbala, a chain that Chucky needs to revive itself. We never heard about this the first 3 movies until now. Who cares? People throw in MacGuffins all the time. I'm okay with that. The Jade and Jesse, they generic. They ain't worth even mentioning, even though I mentioned them, because it's all about Jennifer Tilly and Brad Dourif as Chucky and Tiffany. They go back to back bantering. She play off of him being more modern killer. He just always on some butcher knife shit. She up his ante with the airbag nails to the face to the Chief Warren kill. You know what I'm saying? They got the champagne bottle. They throw it into the air to the the glass mirror with the honeymooners who stole from Jesse and Jane money and stuff. So Jennifer noticed that when they didn't. So she go to the room, champagne bottle to the mirror glass. All the glass come down in slow motion and chop their bodies up. And then they in a water bed. So it's just all water bed and blood. And Chucky look at that. It turned him on like, damn, babe, you are on another level. He, you know what I'm saying, take the chopped finger, marry her. You know what I'm saying? They getting off in this. I'm telling you. Jennifer Tilly, which is Tiffany, really enhanced Chucky, which is played by Brad Dourif. And she just up there as iconic as Frankenstein bitch. But over her. Moving on. You knew what it was. It's no secret. Nothing could top this. Nothing will top this. Nothing will ever come close to this. This is Child's Play 2. We got young Andy Barkley again, not Jeremy Whalen. We got Alex Vincent. I don't know his name by heart. I gotta look at the nose. Brad Dourif in this, and then we got my baby Cal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the step parents' names, cause his mom went crazy. They put her in the psych ward after 1. So in 2, he and her foster parents care. 3, he go to the academy cause he older, and they got tired of his ass, sent his ass to a military camp. But in this one, he's still young and innocent and gullible, so they send him in foster parents. They get axed off throughout the movie. I don't know their name. I don't care. It ain't about them. It's all about Cal. What's Cal's real name? I'm sorry. Christina Ellis. She's played by Cal. She even made a cameo in Cursa Chucky at the very end when Andy get locked up and Nika escapes into Chucky's body and all the coat shit and Jennifer Tilly and Jennifer in the backseat laughing. At the very end of that scene, that's when Cal come out with the head Andy been holding the whole movie. And he like, yeah, Cal? Fuck you doing here? She like, yeah, bitch. Andy sent me. You want to play? And it ends like, oh shit, my baby back. When she was young back in the day in part 2, she was just like weak. Now she a grown woman and I'm a grown man. How you doing? She kind of thick. Woo. Fuck that. Let's go. Anyways, Child's Play 2. That's the movie for me because Chucky, he's similar to Freddy where he all business. He want his kill. But he ain't Michael Myers them. He ain't finna just not say nothing. He finna have the most fucking fun he can with your ass. If you a kid, he don't kill you because they can't do that. He just trying to beat you up, knock you out with a little baseball bat, just to do the capture the soul game that he never succeed at. But if you an adult, you all green lights. He going ape shit, you know what I'm saying? His kill's iconic. He found a way to use toys sometimes, yo-yos, marbles to trip people up. But in this one, he, like I say with the Freddy, for part 3, I think, in Freddy, where he's serious as a motherfucker, but the jokes you can see they starting. Part 2, I mean, he was like that in part 1 where he had a joke or two. But this is the one where he's starting to, that shit was kind of funny. It wasn't just a joke. It was kind of actually funny. Like, he get a little joke here and there, but he all business. You know what I'm saying? He take the teacher out with the ruler. He take the foster home lady out with the stab, I think. And, she on the screen. On the copy machine. He cut the father up, hung him. He sold the mother to the sew machine. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the Pet Cemetery kill. I think they stole that from them. But they came out probably 1 or 2 years apart. It don't matter, whatever. You know, so he getting off in that. And yeah, that's it. Now, when the new series come out, I might have to add that in there as far as like an honorable mention or something. Like I said, this is my list. Top 8 movies. I love them. This is my man. He was in my top 10 horrors franchise. I forgot the ranking. He probably was in the top 5. I don't know where I had him placed, but he was in a spot I thought was justifiable. But him as his own solo act, he one of the greats. I'll be back 4th of July. Y'all have a good weekend. I mean, the weekend damn near over, unless you off tomorrow, which some of us are. I'm finna get back to the fam. I just had to drop a video. This is a special request from my sister. They said they've been checking me out. My fan base low as hell, so they probably gonna be the only ones who view it anyway. But I'm still back. I'm gonna get more consistent. I'm gonna get some more videos. I'm gonna start upping the ante on it. Different backgrounds, or, you know, I'm gonna start having real footage that y'all can look at instead of me just talking the whole 10, 20 minutes. I'm gonna start having, you know, some sound effects, all that. I'm gonna get on it. But until then, y'all my day ones. It's Easy the King. I'm out.